Hello, beautiful light beings. It's Eve here, and I wanted to do a pick a card for this very potent solar eclipse moving into the autumn equinox. The signs involved here right away are Virgo, Pisces, Libra, all the earth signs, all the water signs, all the air signs, and of course we've got a little bit of fire in there as well. So all the elements are present here, with the emphasis being on the earth energy through Virgo and the air energy through Libra. All right. What is powerful about this solar eclipse? It is happening at the 29th degree of Virgo. Within 24 hours, we move right in to the autumn equinox. As we head into this eclipse, we have Venus entering Virgo, right as the moon has just entered Virgo. So within half an hour, the moon and Venus are entering Virgo. There's a word out there that's been used about this. It's like they're kissing each other as they enter into that dynamic. And then the energy's building to the solar eclipse on the 21st of September, and then the fall equinox on the 22nd. Whenever we're facing that 29 degrees reduces to 11. It's an energy of magic. It's an energy of when we get to the end of a sign, there's something we have mastered here. There's something we have wanted to learn, needed to learn. There's a cycle now that's reaching its culmination or reaching its end. When we hit that 29th degree, we are now ready astrologically to reap whatever rewards are going to come from that cycle, all right? And it's standing there at the threshold of entering the 0 point in Libra, because every season starts at the 0 point, and the 0 point is a new pathway, the potential for new opportunities, new pathways, new relationships to develop in your life, if that's what you seek and if you feel like you are really ready for that. You've got time though. For some, you're already there. For others, you have the season of the equinox, which is 3 months, or you can use the season of the eclipse, which is 6 months. So it's going to be a different timing for each of you, depending where you are on this journey. The numerology itself is quite significant as well, because on the 21st, we have 9-21-9, because we're in the universal year of 9. 2025 is a 9 year. 21 in the tarot is the world card. Again, you have reached the culmination of something in your life, or something is getting ready to reach that culmination point. So my looking at the messages for each of us today is posing that question. If you are ready, if you've been more than ready for quite a while, or you think you're going to be there soon, what beautiful pathway or course is making itself available to you, or that you now have the magic wand to create that course for yourself? Because the 11 energy and the 29 is you've got a magic wand. Use it, but you've got to use it with clarity and discernment. So let's dive in here and look at the different piles. So in picking your piles, you've got two choices. You can either pick the card, the moon card, or you can pick the dice with a planet on it. So for pile number 1, your moon card is the goddess Hecate. She is the goddess of crossroads, all right? And your dice with the planet on it is Uranus. So perhaps Uranus speaks to you, or maybe that's a guiding influence in your life right now. So that will be pile number 1. I'm going to move this here because we're going to start there. Pile number 2, you've got the moon card of the eclipse, all right? Which is for this solar eclipse. Look at that, solar. The solar energy is there. And we've got the dice with the planet Mercury on it. And Mercury is all about communication and the mind. And then for pile number 3, we've got the moon card of the earth with a hand pointing towards the earth. So this has something to do with discernment and awareness is what I'm getting. And then for pile number 3, you have the dice with the node. That's the south node, but we can also extrapolate it into the north node. So pile number 3, the nodes usually represent some form of destiny is at play in your life. So those are your 3 piles. If you feel like picking more than one or going through each one of them and picking what feels right to you from each one, this is your journey. Let's get started here. So pile number 1 is for those of you that picked the beautiful goddess Hecate. She's the moon goddess. She represents the crossroads in our life, the in-between places when we reach that T in the road, that Y in the road, and we're trying to figure out which direction should we go in now, or which direction do we want to go in now. And her message to you is, I know my shadow side, and I work to willingly, the word is willingly, transform aspects of it. So Hecate dives into things very deeply. She does not ignore the shadow. That also means she does not ignore the warning signs. Hecate is a very deep, wise goddess, and she looks into things very deeply. I'm automatically picking up the energy of Scorpio here, the water signs in particular. So you've been working with your shadow side for a while, and perhaps now you know exactly what you need to transform, and you are on that mission right now as we speak. All right, so that is the beautiful message there. And then the planet Uranus is your guide right now. And Uranus is just recently went into retrograde about a week ago. It's in the sign of Gemini, and it will go back into Taurus for 5.5 months, from November 7th, 8th through April 25th. So perhaps some of you watching this, or who've chosen pile number 1, perhaps you are Gemini, perhaps you're Scorpio, perhaps you're Taurus, or perhaps Uranus is a very strong planet in your chart. But Uranus is the planet of awakening, of wanting to step outside of any boxes and any limitations. Uranus is like lightning. It brings things very quickly into your life. It doesn't want to be held within any kind of a cage or a prison. It needs to be free to move. But Uranus is also about the dawn of new thought forms and new projects. So let's dive in to your message here. What is it that could possibly come into your life right now? What opportunities? What pathways? What course corrections do you want to make in your life? And we've got the beautiful goddess Nike. Okay, because Virgo and Libra, these are the signs of the goddess. The goddess Nike, I believe she's the sister of the god Mercury. And Mercury's the god of communication. He's always pictured with wings on his ankles. And here Nike is pictured with wings on her temples. All right, so that means that she's the goddess of messages. She's a messenger goddess, just like her brother is. And the number is 38, which is 11. So you might be seeing a lot of 38. You could be 38 years old. You could be 83 watching this. Or the number 11 could be very significant for you. Her message is ambition. So she's guiding you with multiple messages. And that's the key I want to bring in here for you, pile number 1. It's really listening to the messages that are coming through. You are working on your ambition right now. And ambition is about your success. It's about your career. It's about what you are creating in your life. Now, you might also have ambition in relationships. Apply it wherever it needs to go. Her empowerment message is to celebrate how far you've come, because she's the goddess associated with the Olympic Games. She's one of the goddesses associated with that in the Greek world. And so she wants you to recognize how many half marathons, how many marathons have you actually run in your life. And I could mean literally for you, or that could mean on the cycles that you've been in. But she's here to say, you've won this. You've already crossed over, or are soon going to cross over that threshold of whatever marathon you've been running. It's time to now celebrate your wins. celebrate your success. Her message, though, is always celebrate with others. Share what you've accomplished with others, because the more you share whatever your wins are with others, then everybody wins. When you are ultra competitive, though, and it's about only what you can gain over someone else, then you are in the negative energy here. And Nike will not support you in that energy. She's saying competitiveness can end up being a detriment more than a positivity. Think about this in football, for example. The whole team works together for a win for that entire team and for that city or for that state. Everybody wins there. So you are a player in this dynamic here, and you're being asked by Nike to really celebrate your wins, your successes, to stop and breathe and take the time to rest now, because you've achieved a lot in your life, and really recognize what those achievements are. So this could be my workaholic pile where you don't stop to breathe. And so Nike's saying for your wins, for your success to truly be achieved at its highest levels, it means you must recognize every step you took to get there, every step other people took with you to get there, who your support network was. It's a group effort is the message I keep getting here, while at the same time celebrate your own independence in getting there. Because one of the other messages Nike has to share is your greatest success belongs to you. It's your ability to succeed for yourself. When you're doing it just for you, it's not about anybody else, then you're trying to up-level. There's something about you wanting to reach a gold medal for yourself, that maybe there's something you have to prove to yourself here. And it's not about others, so be careful of falling into two pitfalls here. The one of being overly competitive and too much of a workaholic, because that can also create an imbalance in your life. And thirdly, it's recognizing that you are exactly where you are meant to be. You are not too much and you are not too little. You got to where you are based on you and on the people that believe in you. Those that don't really believe in you, those that think you're not enough, you'll never make it, you have a long ways to go, or you're just too much, they can only get a little bit of you. These are not the people you want on your team, right? That's not the field you want to play in. However, if you have no choice and you have to be in that field, it's about you knowing how to have very strong boundaries and for you to create the success that you know you truly deserve. All right? So I feel, Paul, number one, that your message is really about work and career more than anything else. And for some of you, it really could be about winning some kind of a race, and that this is part of something that's unfolding for you here. So let's go a little bit further to see if we can get some more messages. So from the Starseed Oracle, we have surrender to the sweetness. So that does go along with Nike's message of step back, breathe, take a vacation, go celebrate everything you've achieved in this lifetime, every lesson you mastered, and do it with humbleness, not with arrogance, right? Pride has no place on this journey. Surrender to the sweetness is Venus energy. It's embodying the sacred feminine within you. It's about seeking out joy and pleasure. Venus wants you right now to make love to your life. And what do we have here? We have Venus just entering Virgo, right? With the moon entering Virgo together. So the message for pile number one, it's make love to your life, but surrender to your life. Allow your life now to guide you. You've been on a very long journey. You've worked very hard, pile number one. Allow life to guide you now. Flow with the sacred waters. Dive into your sacred feminine, which is your ability to receive. Because when we're too much in the masculine, which is the doer and the action seeker, we don't allow ourselves to open up our receptive side. And if we're not opening up our receptive side, then that means we can only receive so much. And so your invitation here is to open up your receiver antenna so that life can love you. Life itself can love you. Ooh, I like that message. So let's see what the Tarot want to bring in for you. Two of Wands, okay. So pile number one, we've got multiple messages here. Two of Wands can usually represent a decision that perhaps you have two pathways, two opportunities, two relationships, two offers, two choices, and you're not sure which one is maybe the correct one. Well, in this card, the Hierophant is standing in the cave behind the Querent, and the Querent is you. So the Hierophant means the right choice is the one that's going to bring you a teaching, it's going to bring you wisdom, it's going to bring you a certification, a skill of some form. So if you have two choices and one of them definitely is going to allow you to really build on something, then that might be the correct answer here, all right? Whatever it is you want to up-level something in your life. That's the message I'm getting for pile number one. Absolutely, this is what you want. Now, the Two of Wands can also represent carrying two wands, that maybe you're working two jobs, or you have one job that you do from 9 to 5, for example, and when you get home or over the weekend, you invest in your passion, which is another thing that you're doing. Right now, if you feel like both of these are helping you, and you love them both and you need them both, the answer is continue on this journey, all right? But also with the Two of Wands, it's about really making sure you feel balanced on your journey here. And then we've got the Four of Wands. So whatever you're moving towards, pile one, you're going to be successful. So Nike's message ultimately is a message of success. You are going to arrive if you haven't arrived already. And the Four of Wands, I love it. Your ships have come in. We've got the Queen and the King is holding a pentacle. So this could be an opportunity that you are being given. And it's an opportunity with the Four of Wands where a beautiful foundation and long-term commitment can come from this. Whether that's opportunity is in work, perhaps it's an opportunity in building something. Maybe it's, the Four of Wands is also building the foundation of a home. It can be about relocating, building a home with someone, building a company with someone, or building your own company. It can also involve love, though. So please apply it where it applies. And let's complete your messages with the Soul Connections Oracle. We've got Cupid. Love is in the air. Love is all around you, pile number one. Love is in the air when Cupid is around. So call in the energy of the angel Cupid, as well as the goddess Nike. And then we've got the message of illusion. So when I see Cupid with illusion together, it's avoiding the trap of mistaking a fantasy for a true connection. So yes, Cupid is all around you. Love is in the air. Your assignment, though, is to recognize if this is real love or if this is false love. Okay, so that's your assignment task or your alignment task, recognizing what's not real here, what I call fake, like a fake love, a fake compliment, as opposed to what is real, because love is all around you and you need discernment to know which is the direction you need to go in. And perhaps the Two of Wands is a choice in love. And one of them is true love, and one of them is not. And you're going to have to be discerning on this journey. All right, so I love you all, pile one. I love comments. Let me know what you think. If you'd like me to do more pick a cards in the future, give me a shout. Okay, all right, sending you a big, giant hug. And let's move on now to pile number 2. All righty, those of you that chose the Eclipse card. I know myself deeply and I find myself worthy. What I'm getting from this is this solar eclipse and this autumn equinox is about a deep inner knowing for you, pile number 2. You know what really matters for you. You know what you deserve because you're finding yourself worthy. And if you're not quite there, in this eclipse and autumn corridor, which can be anywhere from 1 month to 6 months out, you are getting these messages. You are finding where you feel most worthy and you're recognizing your worth. But you're also believing in yourself because I'm getting an energy of believe. Self-knowledge, that's an incredibly powerful message. I know myself is self-knowledge. When you attain the place of self-knowledge, pile 2, you also gain deep self-trust. You trust in your decisions. You trust in your intuitions. It doesn't mean you stop asking questions or you stop seeking information, but it means you ultimately trust in how you feel about something, your intuitive hits, because you know yourself. I love that message. You know, with the solar eclipse too, pile 2, I feel like something is illuminating for your life. Something is unveiling itself for you. Perhaps something that was a little bit hidden that you couldn't quite yet see, yet you felt it there beneath the surface, is going to be coming in. And you're the ones that chose the planet Mercury. Now, Mercury rules both Gemini and Virgo, okay? Mercury is exalted in the sign of Aquarius. All the air signs do well with Mercury energy. So you could be an air sign, you could be a Virgo, you could have Mercury very strongly highlighted in your chart, or you just like the energy of Mercury, because Mercury is all about communication. It's about you being in this place where communication is the energy you most value. And that's how you want to be responded to from others. You want to be in communication, in relationship with people that value communication at the same level or close to it that you do. Now, Mercury can also mean that there's a lot of messages and revelations coming into your life in this period, that the solar eclipse and the autumn equinox is going to release something for you, perhaps information that you did not have prior to these energies coming in. So let's look at what beautiful goddess is coming in for you. I love it, the goddess Ma'at. She rules the sign of Libra, by the way. We could also say the sign of Taurus because she's ruled by the energy of Venus. She's the representation of the Justice card in the Tarot, which is number 11. And remember, I said 11 is that magic wand that you carry. Ma'at is the goddess of truth. She has the scales of balance and she carries a feather. The feather is lightness. And her message to you, pile number 2, is the more you stand in your truth with no excuses, with full accountability, with full transparency and integrity, the more the universe is going to balance and harmonize every area of your life. You must be the truth sayer, not only the truth seeker. You're both. You're seeking truth, but you're also the truth sayer. The truth sayer means you are a witness to your own truth. That is an incredibly powerful message, to become the witness of your own truth. Because when you are a witness for your own truth, there is nothing hidden anymore. You know exactly how you participated in something. You know where your accountability lies. You're also not allowing other people to not be accountable for their part in it. You're going to speak up. It's full accountability across the board. Ma'at does not mince words. I love this energy. And there's an even deeper layer with her. She's saying that wherever we go in life, we are participating always in something because we're here. The fact that we're just here, we're already participating. Whether you're an observer of something happening, you're an observer. That's your role. You take accountability for being the observer, and in your observation, what did you see? Then you share that truth. Truth is one of the most potent messages we as humans are here to understand and to speak. And it rules the throat chakra. All right, so maybe pile number 2, there is energy you want to do around your throat chakra. Perhaps someone needs to speak the truth to you. Perhaps there is a truth that you need to speak to someone else or to some situation in your life. Her other message, though, is walk gently on the flowers. That's what I'm getting. That means speak and lead with compassion, with gentleness, light as a feather. You don't have to yell. You don't have to push. All you do is have a strong voice that speaks in a diplomatic tone. And that is your truth, and that is when it will be heard. When people see that you walk in integrity and you walk in peace, you will be respected at a level you have never seen before in your life. So pile number 2, I do feel like this is about worthiness and about respect. And I'm here to tell you, become your own witness, and that is the way into this, okay? And then from the Starseed Oracle, we have the inner earth. The inner earth is telling you that you've been on a journey for a long time where you've been developing your inner strength. You've been working on your internal qualities, whatever that is, whether it's belief system, whether that's thought forms, whether that's working through your emotions. You've been doing a lot of internal work because you have to do the internal work. If you want to walk in integrity and truth, you have to first speak the truth to yourself. You have to know who you are. Know thyself in order to become a witness to your truth. Know thyself. You'll survive this. New solutions and new beginnings. So the message from the inner earth is there is nothing that you cannot survive. So if you're still currently going through some kind of challenges in your life, just know you are going to survive this because the goddess Ma'at, when you are in your full authenticity, not stepping back, but holding your truth firm, and you bend when you need to bend, you're only going to be blessed. Balance and harmony and true justice will be attainable here. You are going to survive this. You're going to make it through because you have developed over years that inner stability and that inner strength. And the other message here is new solutions and new opportunities are coming to you in this upcoming cycle. So stay tuned. There's something wanting to find you here. I'm kind of excited to see what the other messages are. Well, from the Tarot, we're getting kind of the same message over again, the 10 of Wands. What I like, though, about all the 10s in the Tarot is they symbolize the energy of an ending and a completion. When we get to the 10s, we have mastered something. And the 10 of Wands, which is a fire energy, is usually mastering something in your creative world, in your business world, perhaps mastering some kind of an education. Perhaps you went through your bachelor's, your master's, your PhD, or some kind of a certification. Perhaps you've been running a business and you know it's a startup. It's taken you a while to help this business really flourish. And the 10 of Wands is it's okay to step out of this energy now. You don't have to keep that tiredness going anymore. Because when we get to the 10 of Wands, from the 9 to the 10, it's about the wounded warrior. But the wounded warrior is always coming back from a quest. It's always wanting to achieve something. So the message from the 10 of Wands is you've arrived, or you will soon be arriving at whatever this achievement is or this completion. And it's okay to rest now. You know, this is about the journey of Jason and the Argonauts in the Greek mythology, and how Jason took off on the ship with all of these warriors, and not all of them came back from the quest with him. But he came back with what the quest was about, which was the golden fleece. However, he came back sort of beaten up, okay? So the 10 of Wands here is saying it's okay to rest, it's okay to relax right now, to be open to the new opportunities, new solutions, new ventures that are going to want to find you on the other side of this, whatever your timing is. And yes, then we have the Chariot. That is absolutely fast forward movement, something coming to you, and I think quite fast. All right, now the 10 of Wands is all fire energy. Any of the fire signs, Sag, Aries, Leo, and then the Chariot is Cancer. Okay, so perhaps when we are in the fire season here, Sagittarius coming up, or perhaps in Scorpio, which is a water season, that something might be developing for you. But you know what? Jupiter's in Cancer right now. So you could be a Cancer actually watching this. Jupiter might be one of the planets that you need to be following right now. That Jupiter in Cancer is the planet that's going to bring you something. And it's going to bring you new ventures, new solutions, new perspectives, new opportunities in your life, perhaps even a new relationship. Whatever it is that you're seeking, the Chariot is a very positive card. It's telling you that your strength, your ability to not give up and to persevere is bringing this beautiful energy to you. So let's end with some messages from my love oracle. We've got the messages of telepathic. You've got incredible intuitive abilities, pile number 2. You know the answer. Telepathic means that you can share thoughts, you can share ideas with others of like mind. The telepathic card is about wanting to invest your time and energy with people that you have a like-mindedness with. Don't invest it with people that you don't. Okay, but what I'm also getting with telepathic is that idea of the scales of balance, that something in your life is truly wanting to balance out here. Close soul connections are harmoniously synchronized, creating moments of telepathy. And that's true. You might have some very good close soul connections in your life, in whatever area of your life they're in. And these soul connections, you have telepathy with them. So please honor these relationships and work with them, whether it's business, family, friends, or romance. Honor the telepathic bond and further grow that place. I love that message. But telepathy also means you have the ability to a certain degree to foresee the future, to tap in to something that's wanting to find you or something that you need to avoid. And lastly, I love it. We've got the message of surprise. So pile number 2, there's something you cannot see coming. That's what we had with the eclipse, right? You may be about to be surprised. Now, this does say here, you may. You may actually already know what this surprise is. So some of you kind of have an inkling of what it is, or you know what it is. Others have no idea whatsoever. You're being asked to simply be open to receive. I love it. Alrighty, pile number 2, those were the end of your messages. Sending you all a big hug. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. If you'd like me to do more pick-a cards in the future, let me know. All right, sending you a big hug from my heart to yours. All righty, let's go into pile number 3. Those of you that chose a picture of the earth with the index finger pointing towards the earth. So you have got your finger pointing in this. So that means you're directing your energy into something. Focus is the word I'm getting. You're wanting to focus on something, or focus is the energy that you're missing. You need to bring in more focus. You need to have more discernment. And the earth is a representation of something that you want to create in the physical realm, meaning your financial realm, your career realm, something in the physical. You want to manifest something in that reality. So what is your message here? I assess matters carefully. Okay, so you're cautious, pile number 3. You're wanting to really look at all of the information in front of you. That would be the finger pointing, okay, to earth. That, what did I get right there? Yeah, the finger pointing to earth is show me the money. Show me the proof, show me the evidence. Is this going to work? Does the evidence speak for itself? Now, also, we've got intuition here as well. So it's not just about following the information and the evidence, show me the money. It's also about following how you're discerning this from a heart level. What does your intuitive body say about this? I assess matters carefully and I discern wisely. So this is a card of wisdom. It's saying, pile number 3, that the more focused you are, the more you're going to discern what the right answer for you is. Right answer for you might not be the right answer for someone else. Could be a very good answer for a situation, may not be the only answer, but it's the answer that's coming from you. However, you need discernment. Discernment is strong boundaries and diving deep into it and really looking at the solutions from every single perspective. So pile number 3, I'm also getting that message of you might need to step outside of the box for a little bit. You might need to shift your perspective a little bit so that the solutions that are available can make themselves all present. All right. So when you're being focused here, don't just be focused on one way. That's not the message. It's being focused on seeking the information without being distracted. That's the message. Okay. So let's look at the nodes, because you chose the one with the dice with the nodes. The south node is what's being highlighted here. The south and the north nodes speak to destiny. They speak to fate. That something about your path in this lifetime is being highlighted right now. When your fate lines are being, or the nodes of the moon are being highlighted, this is something that's inescapable. Okay. Yes. Will you have choices here? Do you have to be discerning? Absolutely. Now, it is the south node. So one of the questions on the table is, are you being pulled by your past? Your past can be, if you look at your past as a culmination of all of the wisdom and experiences and learning that you've achieved thus far, and you look at it from that perspective, you're going to know how to move forward. However, if you're looking at your past in terms of Groundhog Day, a pattern that you always drop into, then the counsel is to seek to leave that pattern behind. Okay? So there's 2 ways you can go about this when we're talking with the nodes. Looking at your past as the gifts of learning and experience, that it gave you wisdom so that you can create different pathways today? Or are you going to look at your past as this anchor that's holding you down, and you've got to stay on that same treadmill. Okay, so there's some kind of a learning here that I'm feeling for you, pile number 3, or a choice perhaps that you need to make in terms of take the wisdom, but know what you need to leave behind. That's what I'm getting. So let's look at the goddess. Wow. We've got the goddess Lilith. And the number is 29, which equals an 11. So you've got the magic wand. The 11 energy might be something you're seeing, 1111 or 111, or you could be seeing a lot of 2929 or 9292. Could also be 29 years old, okay, somewhere in that late 20s. Lilith's message for us here is empowered independence. She was the goddess. She was one of the first goddesses before Eve, by the way. She was demonized by the patriarchy because she would not follow the rule of men. And so for that, she became the hidden goddess, the part of the sacred feminine that became hidden or pushed down. And so Lilith is speaking to that part of you within your being that has felt not seen, not respected, not honored, or it's even a part of yourself you have not seen, you have not respected. So what part of you is wanting to come forward now to be fully visible so that the sacred goddess within you now can become whole? And when I speak of the sacred goddess, we all contain sacred feminine and sacred masculine. We are not a female and a male only. We contain everything that is creator. So whether you're a masculine watching this video or feminine, it does not matter. You are here to embody a part of your feminine part that has been hidden or has not been acknowledged either by you or by those around you or both. Because when you fully enter your own authenticity, you no longer carry shadows. You only carry light. The shadows that have been a part of you have now been integrated in your light to simply be a part of the light. So your shadows aren't being what I call dismissed, they're simply being integrated. So Lilith is asking you maybe to do some shadow work, that there's some shadow work that is coming to you at this time. However, what that shadow work is going to do is it's going to bring you back, or bring you forward, actually, not back, into your full authenticity. But with Lilith, I'm also getting something in you is finally going to be healed. It's finally going to be healed. I love that message. This is about complete self-empowerment. Being who you are, walking your path. It's not about pleasing others. It's about being here for you. And what I love in this visual of her, I didn't see it when I first looked at it, but if you look really closely, that is really interesting. On her crown, you see what can be symbolized as a snake forming the infinity symbol of 8. You're coming full circle, pile number 3. You are coming into a time of great, great wisdom in your life is what I'm getting. Honor your journey. Honor the wise woman and the wise man within you. Honor both. Unveil whatever has been hidden because it's now time for it to be seen. Now that also means you might need to leave certain things in your life. You might need to walk in different circles, right? So let's see what the Starseed Oracle is bringing in for you. What new pathways are you walking into? And we've got the message of Earth. So pile number 3, you are my star seeds, my star beings. Ultimately, we all are, because we live on a planet moving very fast, circling a star. So we're star beings, right? There's no separation between Earth and the heavens. It's simply that Earth is a grounded, solid, dense energy, whereas a star is not solid. It could have density, but it's not the same solid form as Earth. That's the difference here. So when you're looking out into the heavens and you know you're a starseed, it's more that you're connecting to, where did I come from? Which beautiful constellation did I come from? Well, wherever you came from, there was probably Earth-like planets out there. You probably came from an Earth-like planet. It might have been a lot more evolved than our planet is today. However, you came from something that had more density. So in this life, you're being asked to embody both the density and the light. Again, we're going back to Lilith, the shadow and the dark. The shadow and the light. You're being asked to honor your earthliness, to really embody all of the beautiful things this planet has to give to us. At the same time, you're being asked to also honor where you come from, that you are a star being and you are just traveling through the cosmos. And right now, the place you've been traveling to is planet Earth. So you're a traveler, but you need to honor both sides of yourself, your spiritual body as well as your physical expression here. So what is the guidance? Learning how to be human. Pile number 3, in this life, this could be, many of you might not have been on this earth in many lifetimes. You may not have been on many very earthbound planets. You might have been in more light-filled realities. And you're learning what it means to be human on this earth. To be in the world, but not of it. So that also means to be here, but not to be attached, right? I like that message. So let's look at the tarot to see what's coming to you. We've got the star. Again, you're a star being. The star is a representation of healing. So pile number 3 with Lilith, I was feeling, again, like something profound within the very fiber of your being is finally reaching its full healing. Whether that's on a soul level, a light body level, a star being level, whether it's on a mental level, physical, financial, relationship level, I don't know. It's going to be different for each of you. And the star is telling you, yes, you are being blessed right now. It is the time for your healing to be completed. And for some of you, you've already arrived to that place. It's interesting for this video today, the words I keep getting in each pile is the arrival. You're arriving somewhere. And that might end up being the title of my video. I'm not sure yet on the title. So the star is also about your dreams coming true, reaching for your dreams, not allowing anyone to take your dreams away or to downplay your dreams. If your dreams have been with you for a long time and they sit in your heart, even if they weren't possible or you thought they weren't possible or things intervened in them not happening, if they still live inside of you, they're there for a reason. And this is the timing now from this solar eclipse energy and this autumn equinox where something is finally coming into wholeness and coming into your life. There's illumination coming from the star card. And lastly, what I want to say from the star card is don't compromise on this. Know what's really meant for you and know what isn't. That's the discernment message. And we've got the Emperor. Wow. It's time. It's time for you to be on your throne. Okay, the Emperor is a very wise ruler. It's about wisdom. We've got Lilith. It's about empowered independence and wisdom. The more you're in your deep inner knowing and wisdom, the more you are free in this world, okay? Pile number 3, you may want to watch pile number 2. I feel like there's a little bit of resonance back and forth between those two piles. So the Emperor is the place of arrival, where you are holding the earth or the globe in your hands. You could be a globetrotter. You could be traveling the earth. You could be working at a global level. You could be working for the well-being of this earth. You came to be in service for the earth. You could be a nomad, where you have place where you like to nest and then you travel from there. Or maybe you don't want to live in any one given place. Or perhaps it's time for you to move and for you to relocate. Multiple messages there. We've got the hawk sitting on the Emperor's shoulder. The hawk is the messenger. There are messages coming to you. Be open to receiving them. Listen with your inner knowingness. And lastly, the Emperor is holding the lightning bolts. So whatever is meant to be yours, it's probably going to come in quite fast. And the lightning bolts to me also represent the wands of manifestation. Whatever is really meant for you, whatever your soul journey really is meant to be, whatever your dreams that have always sat in you and never left, it's time for you to take a lead in your dreams in your life right now. All right. Now, lastly, the star and the Emperor could represent a beautiful business that you're going to create with someone. That right person for your business is either already in your life, or they will be coming in this next season or this next eclipse cycle. This could also represent a romantic love, that perhaps your love life is up-leveling right now. Whatever that means. If you're single, you could be meeting an Emperor or an Empress. If you're in a relationship, something about that relationship could be going to the next level, or you are showing up at the next level in your relationship. All right, so let me end with some love messages. Yep, and we've got challenges. You've been through many, many challenges. That is what has created the Emperor. The Emperor does not come to being without going through challenges. End of story. There is nothing that you cannot do. All right? All true soul connections involve challenges that can be overcome together. So what I'm getting from this is that all the different soul connections you've had in your life, whether you've considered them positive or not so positive, they have given you challenges for you to overcome so that you now stand on the mountaintop. Look at that. On both cards, the person is at the mountaintop. You are reaching the top here. You are in a place of leadership now in your life. So take on that energy, please. But also notice that all true soul connections will be people in your life that when there's challenges, they jump in with you. They don't run. They don't put their tennis shoes on and run. They instead put their grounded shoes on and they come in. And they're like, how can I help support you? What can we do together to make this work? So this message of challenges is about recognizing the soul connections that truly have supported your journey. And on your journey, you've had both. You've had those people that have not really been there for you, and you've had those that are. They have both helped you get to the mountaintop. But today, right now, as you're looking at this, only bring forward those souls that fully see you and that are with you on this journey, and that they'll stand right next to you. Okay? Look for what is most remarkable in your relationships. This is a rose, it's wedding rings, engagement rings. Notice everything that is remarkable about your relationships. And that's also about noticing what's remarkable about you. So it's you looking at the challenges you faced and giving yourself a hug, knowing that you are a remarkable being. You are a spiritual being. You are also a human being. You are remarkable. It's time to celebrate that. I love this. This can also be a message, again, of your love life going to a new level. All right, pile number 3, those were our messages. I just want to invite you to leave me a comment. If you'd like me to do more videos like this in the future, please let me know. Sending you so much love from my heart to yours.